Shalom family, this is Grammy Yah once again. You guys, I've been working, yes, and I am tired, yes, but we got to keep on pushing, Let me tell you what happened to me, okay? I went to a local food bank, and this food bank just piled stuff on me. And it was so much food that it took me 3 days basically to get it all together. But let me tell you how much they gave me. I had to write it down because I knew I wasn't going to be able to remember. That's why my name is Grammy, because I ain't going to be able to remember, okay? Grandma. So I was blessed. Okay, so let me tell you something. When the Most High knows that you're going to take food and you're going to can it to feed multiple people, he will bless you beyond measure. So that's how I feel what he's doing, because he knows that I'm going to work this food, and this food is not necessarily for me. It's going to be when times get hard and people going to need to eat. All right. So I'm doing that because the Most High, he's trusting me into feeding people. So that's why he gave me an abundance. So let me tell you all what he gave me, okay? 7 super large cabbages, y'all. Y'all, those cabbage heads were like that big. So I took those cabbages, cleaned them up, I blanched them, and I put them in the freezer. And I have probably about 7 or 8 gallon bags of cabbage, okay? 8 honeydew melons, okay? 8 of these. And I've been eating them because I love melons. If you know me, I love honeydew melons, I love cantaloupe, and I love watermelon. All right, so I got 8 of those. I've already knocked down 1. 16 pints of cherry tomatoes, you guys. And I'm going to show you exactly what I did with everything that I named. And we're going to go from there. 16 pints of cherry tomatoes. I'm like, what the heck I'm going to do with cherry tomatoes? So I'm going to show you. 18 bunches of asparagus. If you know, like I know, asparagus are expensive. So I was able to get 18 bunches of asparagus, family. Yes. And some of these things, my sister went with me and she didn't want some of her stuff. So she asked me if I wanted them. And you know what I said, okay? So 5 pounds of spring onions, you guys. So I cleaned those up. I cut them up. And here are just some of the spring onions. I dehydrated them, you guys. I dehydrated them, and I have another jar. And this is awesome because whenever I need onions, I can just pull some out of here and sprinkle it into my food. And I'm going to show you some of the onions that I put into my potatoes. And with the other batch, I'm going to just grind it up and make my own onion powder, okay? So yeah, and I was blessed with 5 pounds of baby potatoes and a bag of apples. Haven't done anything with the apples yet. And 2 large packages of their day-old bread. They were stale, but by the time I could get to them, I started to see mold on them. So, but I was going to make croutons out of them. So if you have old bread or day-old bread, you can make croutons out of them. Just season them up with your favorite herb, a little bit of oil, and throw them in a dehydrator. So, yes. So, let me show you. Okay, you already seen my onions, you guys. This is a 24-ounce jar of onions, and I have another 32-ounce jar over there. And, they don't make this jar anymore. If they do, they don't make it in my area. I love this jar. But anyway, so let me show you my potatoes. I made the potatoes, I had to pressure can these. I have a video on how to pressure can potatoes and what size you need. And look at the bottom. There's no mushy potatoes. Only thing you see is the seasonings, okay? And what I did was I took some of the dried onions and I just threw, you can see the onions, and I just threw some onions in there along with some garlic powder. I used this roasted and garlic and rosemary, and I got this from Ross, you guys, $3.99. All right, so I'm gonna leave the link to how to can potatoes. And these potatoes, since they were baby potatoes, I left the skins on. All right, cherry. Oh, and you only pressure can this for just 40 minutes. Everything I show you is just 40 minutes. These were water bath can, you guys, for 45 minutes. But if you are doing pint-sized jars, it's 40 minutes. And the only thing I used was the citric acid, and it only calls for 1/2 a teaspoon. But if you don't have the citric acid, you could always use the lemon juice, the 100% lemon juice that's in the jug, that one you put in the refrigerator. Yeah, and you use 2 tablespoons of that per jar. All right, and the only thing I did was I water bath canned these and just put that citric acid in it. I didn't add any salt or anything. And so what you do, you just get your water nice and hot to almost boiling in your canner. And the water that you pour in your jars, they have to be hot, because hot product, hot jars, hot canner. And you just water bath can this for only 45 minutes per quart jar. That's it. And the asparagus, here are my asparagus, and these were pressure canned for 40 minutes as well. And what you do, you add your own salt and pepper. You can just add salt. You don't have to add anything, but I'm a flavorful person, so I added also this roasted garlic and rosemary sea salt. I add some onion powder. I add some garlic powder, and and some black pepper. And these are my asparagus, and you just stuff them in the jar. Remind me, you guys, this is all free food. So you just stuff them in the jar for 40 minutes. You just pressure can them. Yes. So I just wanted to show you what I've been doing, because I had so much to do that I wasn't able to make a video. So potatoes, I'll leave that video in the link. And I showed you how to do this. This is very simple. Water bath can it. And the asparagus, very simple. Just drop them in 1-inch headspace. Water bath can them. Oh, as far as your tomatoes, you need a 1/2-inch headspace. You water bath can it. And I have some more onions in a dehydrator, and I am dehydrating some asparagus. Matter of fact, let me show you what they look like once they are dehydrated. They're not quite ready yet, but let me show you how small they get. Here we go. My friend, she's a chef, and she said, Grammy, why don't you dehydrate some? Look how tiny they get versus. So they've been dehydrated. And what I did, I added salt and pepper and a little bit of oil and a little bit of this rosemary, garlic, and sea salt. They're not quite there yet. And she was like, won't you try it, and you can use them as a snack. Y'all hear that crunch? They're not quite there yet, but the taste is delicious. So next time you have some asparagus, season them up real good and dehydrate them. This will be a good little snack. So you guys, I just want to let you guys know what Grammy's been up to. And I've been in my garden. So my next video is going to be in my garden. You will be surprised at how much my little seedlings has grown. And I've already started to put them in the ground, okay? So if you like this video, please hit like, share, and subscribe. I love you guys. Yeah, I know I do. But guess what? I love the Most High more. Shalom.